What's up, creatures? This is Tom from Creatures Book Reviews, and I have a haul for you. Some vintage stuff and some fairly new stuff, and new to me for sure. Some great finds I want to share with you. I also have a few reviews that'll be coming up on the channel soon. I'm going to talk to you about the structure of those. Talk to you about all this in just a second. Okay, I've got a haul. I've found some books and it's from different locations. I ordered a few online from some vintage dealers, and I stumbled upon some in some bargain situations, which I'll tell you about. I always like looking for used books, especially if they're in primo condition. Sometimes you can't get them that way, but I certainly like to find them. And I've added a few to my collection. I just wanted to share those with you today. Well, the first one I want to share with you is Swords and Dark Magic. This is a collection of stories. I found this at sort of a discount used place. This was had a used sticker on it, but as you can see, it is brand new in appearance. It was $1.99. You can't beat $1.99, and especially had to have this when I realized that there was a brand new Elric story inside by Michael Moorcock. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to diving into that one because I love me some sword and sorcery, especially the vintage. And Elric's one of my favorite all-time characters. So that's Swords and Dark Magic. Then I was able to find some books online from a really nice place that a gentleman who deals in older paperbacks, and I ordered some of those from him. And I also got a few eBay finds, and I have these kind of mixed together, so it would be hard for me to remember. I might be able to remember where I got what from where, but I'll just show them all to you, and it kind of shows you what's in my wheelhouse most of the time. I'm reading a lot of different things, but I always go back to some of this older stuff. This one is called Quest of the Dawn Man. Okay. And it's in a really nice shape for one of the old Ace paperbacks 40-cent covers. And I love prehistoric stories. It's just super cool. Okay, there's that one. I also picked up something just because I thought the cover was both kind of ridiculous and interesting. This is a 35-cent cover, and it's called Fortglades. And as you can see, the cover is of a man with some kind of heroic strength there. I don't know many guys who can do that. It's typical for the time period. Not read this. There may be some, it probably would read a little bit different in the modern day, but I love to find this vintage stuff in reasonably good shape. And I got this for a really good price. And I love this old type of cover art. I much prefer that to some of the more modern stuff that they do now, which I do like the modern stuff, but I just really like this vintage cover. Here's an Edgar Rice Burroughs book, and I'm trying my best to accumulate and get all of these Ace 40-cent covers from the Mars series. And I just think that is incredible. I love it. It's just beautiful, the covers, and the stories are incredible too. I have a collected edition back here somewhere of a lot of the stories, but I really am trying to get the run on the Ace vintage paperbacks there. And then this one I was able to find. I've been wanting this book for a really long time, and I was able to get it. It's a 45-cent cover, and this is called The King of the World's Edge. And I really wanted to find this, and I've been looking for a long time, and I was fortunate to stumble upon it. It's just a really cool, it's a good copy. I love the cover art. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover, but it certainly makes me buy them. I don't know about you, but it certainly gets me. Here's another one that was kind of included in the deal. I really think that's an interesting cover also. Okay. Liavek, not sure exactly, but I'm sure I can look it up. Just a really neat vintage paperback. Or the $2.95 era. Then I was fortunate to get a doll book, which I'm trying to get all the dolls. They're really hard to come by, especially in good condition, but this one is beautiful. I had to have this by Stuart Gordon. It's One Eye. Just look at that cover. Isn't that amazing? Try not to glare it up too bad. Just incredible cover. One eye. Beautiful doll book. Then Robin McKinley story, The Blue Sword. I really wanted this, believe it or not. Rob McKinley's got a good reputation, but I also wanted it for the cover itself because it is truly, truly beautiful. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I post a lot of times books like this that I find on my Instagram. And there's a link for that down below. Now this one, I was really fortunate to find because these are actually really expensive. There are 3 in the series, and so I don't have them all yet, so I can't read it yet. But this is The Death Riders of Hell by Asa Drake. The Asa Drake is a pen name for another author, which his name escapes me at the moment. But this is some of the old classic artwork that you see on the covers of the time. And it's from Questar. But these are just beautiful books and hard to come by. Some of them are a little pricier. And here's another Edgar Rice Burroughs book from the Ace line. This is The People That Time Forgot. You know, if I like prehistoric type fantasy, you're going to really see me get excited about a book like this. It's a little bit off kilter, a little bit sloped, but it's okay. Spine's a little bit boogered up, but I didn't have to pay an awful lot for it, so that's good. Here's a good one, The Chessmen of Mars. Got that for a really good price. Super vintage artwork. I really, really enjoy that. I like the smell of old books too, though I'm not sure it's good for you. And then here's a book that I've been searching for since I was a very, very young man. I have a collected edition and I have the first book, but I never could find the others. And I was fortunate to find this one. I need one more and I will have finished the collection. This is Lando Calrissian and the Mind Harp of Sharu, whatever that is. And it's just one of those books that, I don't know how good it is. I've heard mixed feelings about it, but it's just one that I want. I have it in a collected edition, like I said, but I just want the originals, and I'm almost there now. So I'm really happy to that. And then we'll move into some Dollar Tree finds, which you occasionally can find some really cool stuff at Dollar Tree if you're willing to dig and look and go to about 15 different locations. But this is a book by Howard Norman. This is called The Ghost Clause, and I'm kind of interested in that. The Ghost Clause, and I'll sort of give you the premise of that. It says that Simon Inscourt is no longer bodily present in his marriage. It has been several months since he keeled over the rail of Nova Scotia, of a Nova Scotia-bound ferry. Simon's widow, Lorcapel, has sold their farmhouse to newlyweds, Zachary and Muriel. After revealing that the deed contains a ghost clause, an actual legal clause not unheard of in Vermont, allowing for reimbursement if a recently purchased home turns out to be haunted. That sold me. That and, again, the cover with all the books and the cat. What's not to love there? It's just a slick-looking, beautiful book. So I had to grab that up. And then I just posted this book. I got it yesterday at another Dollar Tree. I posted it on my TikTok, which there's a link for that too if you care about that stuff. Just a lot of fun to do. And I found this one. It's Daughters of the Storm. And this is the first in a series. I'm going to try to get the second book in the series. I don't know anything about it other than it's kind of historical fantasy. And the cover so intrigued me. I love the crown design at the top with the 5 sisters on the crown. And I know it's about something about a displaced king or a king that's died. And the girls all have distinct personalities. And I think this might be really, really cool. I've heard some good things about it. I went to Goodreads. I always check that out. And it seemed to have a fairly good rating. If anyone's read this, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of it. But I'm looking forward to maybe diving into this one pretty soon. It's in my stack to read, so I'm currently reading. Now, that's all the books I have to share for my haul, but just a word about what's coming up on the channel. I have read a bunch of stuff, and I am putting together reviews for those things. I had one person suggest that maybe I review multiple books in one video. I kind of like, personally, I like the format of maybe one book and one review in a single video. I don't know what's the best choice there. I've seen it done both ways, and I want to do it justice. I have a lot to say about books, but I don't want to make these videos overly long, and I'm looking to try to stay under 15 minutes always. I'm not real sure what would be best, to try to review multiple books in one video or to review one at a time. I haven't decided. If you have a preference, let me know what you think in the comments down there, and I'll take that into consideration. But at the end of the day, I'll just try to film and do the best that I can. I will try to have regular hauls, and I will try to have regular reviews and other book-centric things. That's what my goal is. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. If you are interested in what we're doing here, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. That really makes me happy, helps me build a community and make some more friends. Give us a thumbs up so that we get seen by other people that maybe might be interested in what we're doing here. I appreciate it. Be kind to each other. See you next time.